So I spent a great portion of last Friday with my friend Mateo. Mateo is a Mexican immigrant, and he is not only my friend, but he's the friend with a collective of people that I'm very close to. And I've always been privileged and honored to have been introduced to him. Uh, he's not just someone who comes and works on occasion for all of us, but he has become family. He has spent holidays. He has attended my church center here in Atlanta. His wife and his two small children are very near and dear to a lot of us who really care about him. And I've always been fascinated by his resilience and his talent. This man has taught me everything from how everything has value and don't necessarily throw things away because they can be fixed, and just a brilliant mind and someone who I respect and who I never tire of asking him questions about his life. More than 25 years since a teenager, having to survive on the streets and find a way to earn a living and craft and build a life that is, to me, in my opinion, something very worth celebrating. That was Friday. Saturday, he is working for someone in a team of people. And after he is finished working and he goes to collect his money, the man refuses to pay him because he is an immigrant, and proceeds to call the authorities on him. So hear me, he gets the work out of Mateo, and then he turns him in. And Saturday and Sunday was spent with all of these collections of Mateo and his family's friends trying to figure out what to do, because it looks as though he will be deported. And we're, of course, all very upset about this and scrambling and trying to figure out what to do. But the thing about Mateo is that level of resilience always becomes a catalyst for him. And by catalyst meaning it's a launching pad. It's okay, what do I got to do next? There's not a lot of time spent in blaming people or blaming the circumstance, but in looking at the circumstance and going, how do I build from this? And not being able to sleep last night and thinking about just my own personal stuff that's been going on lately, I realized that I am far beneath the qualities that Mateo possesses. This idea of blame and catalyst to me is an interesting polarity, because many of us default to wanting to blame something because it helps ease our worry, it helps ease our angst. You know, how can I pin this on someone else and not feel responsible? And Mateo doesn't do that. He looks at the situation wholly and says, what can I do about this to grow or to expand or to change or to modify certain things in my life? He's not spending a lot of time wallowing in blame. And I'm humbled by that. I'm humbled by a man whose family is going to be disrupted very shortly, and the way in which he's handling that. And I just wanted to share that with you this morning, because I'm sitting with this and I'm realizing that I have a lot of work to do. Many of the people that I know have a lot of work to do, because we're in the blame game. We're in that energy of wanting to use the scapegoat mentality to pin our pain and to pin our upset and to pin our worry onto something external or to someone outside of us. And I want to be more like Mateo. I want to look at every opportunity as a catalyst and go, okay, this is happening, and so what do I do with this? How do I benefit from this? How do I grow? What's the lesson here? I want that to become more of my default system than blame. I share this with you today in hopes that maybe this is something that's up for you, that you too can look at your relationship with blame and with with catalyst, and how can we become more of looking at all these situations as a launching pad for something greater. Thanks for listening.